Welcome, race fans, to the SimWorld Racing Network's presentation of the All-American Racing League Truck Series. This is Race 7, Breakfast Taco 150 from Texas, a cloudy, foggy Texas Motor Speedway. I'm your host, David Hillbilly Hara, and with me here in the booth is David Lofano. David, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, it's good. Been a busy day, but glad to be back at Texas, back on the mile and a half.
Yeah, this should be an interesting race tonight. The practice speeds are up. We do have a kind of a smaller field, but the speeds are fast. I guess the cooling, not a whole lot of heat in the track with the sun being behind these really dark, low clouds here. I know they brought rain to iRacing, Dave, but we can't really handle it in this type of vehicle.
No, it looks like it could rain here tonight, but it's not going to, folks. So, yeah, fast Texas fast track, a lot of fun. I think, you know, it's not really a restrictor plate style race, but you'll see these trucks bunched together for a while. The draft does come into play with these trucks a little bit. You're just not going to see those, the big pack or anything like that, but the draft does keep these cars kind of tucked together there for a while.
And Dave, and coming in here tonight, our points leader is Travis Rodriguez. After getting his win at Coda, kind of propelled him to the top just by a few points. But I did not see where Travis has joined the field yet.
Yeah, I mean he's still got a few minutes to join in the session here, so hopefully he can pop in. I'm not sure if today was a work day for him or not, but a lot of times he is late getting in to some of these sessions, so hopefully he can make it tonight.
Yeah, as you can see, this fog high above the Texas Speedway. I don't know what visibility is. Let's see if we can get down a little closer trackside, see what the visibility is for these drivers. As we see for our cameras, it's a little bit ominous looking, to be honest.
Yeah, it is quite foggy out there tonight.
Yeah, the lights are on here at Texas Motor Speedway, probably earlier than they would have normally been. But nonetheless, we are here in Texas. There will not be any rain. We will get 150 laps, maybe more, in here at the Texas Motor Speedway for the Breakfast Taco 150, the All-American Racing League Truck Series, brought to you by Callahan Cox Motorsports. Callahan Cox, check them out on Facebook. If you're in that main area, get up there, watch them do some racing, just put on a good time. Anyway, Dave, let's go ahead and get to our pre-race presentation here. Well, we're having a bit of, there we go. Please rise if you're able and remove. Well, we're going to have to skip over that for tonight. Unfortunately, there are some issues with that feed. I'm having problems with my button box here up in the broadcast booth as well. So apologize for that, folks. There won't be a national anthem for this race. It's a little too cloudy for a flyover anyway with this. They weren't going to let the planes fly tonight. But God bless America, all that good stuff. We've got about 50 seconds left here before we get into qualifying. Top of the charts right now is Alan Bledsoe, followed by Brenda Mathia, Chad Snyder, Greg Barnett, and Gregory Robinson. We have 14 cars in the field right now, hoping to see Travis Rodriguez, the points leader, get in here. I'm not sure if he was taking a provisional tonight or not. With Brendan Mathia, you're going to see him typically runs the 99 truck, has moved over to the 71 truck, running that hendrickcars.com paint scheme tonight. So yeah, he is in the 71. That's not a mistake. That was a request from the driver of the 99 to move to a 71 in the Truck Series. We'll still be 99 in the Cup Series if you watch on Tuesday. We come here to Texas, but we're getting ready to get started for qualifying here. Not sure if I lost my co-host or not.
I am still here,
Oh,
just
there
doing
he is.
some prep work.
All right, we like prep work. So we see Brendan Mathia kind of sitting on pit road, not pulling off yet. Joshua Hetrick is on track, going to make his lap around, or 2 laps. Seems to be really focused, as you can see his eyes from the drone cam here in front of the truck. It's a really fast drone camera. And our pilot is amazing. We see Greg Barnett out on track.
Looks like a lot of these drivers out on track.
Michael Boone's bringing in a lap here. Switch over and show you guys a better rundown as these drivers, most of them coming up to their speed lap. Tyrone Yo's the first to put in a time at a 30.37. Curtis Sovereign with a 30.10. And Hetrick's first lap came in at a 30.63. Benny Campbell with a 30.15. James Nelson jumps to the top of the board with a 30.05. Kurt Jalak with a 30.08. Michael Boone with a 30.09. These times are so close. Joshua Hetrick jumps to the top with a 29.88. Greg Barnett with a 29.97. That 29.88 is a pretty quick time out of Hetz there.
Yeah, that's a pretty quick time. Not sure anyone. Oh, we'll see. That's going to be a tough time to beat.
I didn't see him that. I didn't see any 8s in practice at all. But we still have some heavy hitters. You know, Chad Snyder was toward the top of the board. So was Brendan Mathia, who is now taking that top spot with a 29.82. And Alan Bledsoe was also pretty quick, but it looks like he timed in at a 31.14. Must have had an issue there. Alan Bledsoe on his second lap brings it in at a 29.92 to take that third position. Still have yet to see Chad Snyder or Nathan Christensen take a lap yet.
Looks like Chad Snyder is on the track now for his first lap, I believe.
Again, Chad toward the top of the charts early in practice and stayed in that top 3.
The time to beat is a 29.82 as he hits the line here. Not good enough at a 30.21. See if he can pick it up here on his second lap.
Yeah, that's 11th quickest. He's going to have to pick it up quite a bit. But, you know, we did see some drivers do that. Joshua Hetrick's one of them. That really picked up a lot on the second lap, as well as did Alan Bledsoe.
Chad's coming off turn 4 now. See what he hits here on lap number 2.
Shuts it off.
Became 7th quickest at a 29.98. So
all right, and
not quite as quick.
Yeah, Nathan Christensen has not turned a lap. I don't believe that he's going to. They'll probably let this run out for the next minute just to see if there's going to be any late entries. We only have 15 cars out here, or trucks out here tonight. But let's go ahead and get. You think it's too premature to bring Brendan in for a quick conversation here?
I think we're safe to pull Brendan in. Let me.
Because I don't think Nathan's going to turn a lap.
I'm gonna pull Brendan in right now. Brendan, David, the booth. You get us?
Yeah.
Hey man, congrats on grabbing the pole. How do you think this race is gonna go for you tonight?
I don't know. It's really loose out there. I practiced the long run before qualifying, and it's super loose. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys see some guys just losing control on their own, or I don't know how it's gonna react into the pack. These trucks, stay pretty tight knit for the most part. So it's gonna be a fun one. It's really loose, and I like a loose truck. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Loose is fast, Brendan. We all know that very well. But like you say, it's you got to kind of put it on the edge in order to be really really quick. And you are really really quick tonight, getting that pole. Congratulations. Hopefully, we're talking to you later on, man. Go get them.
Absolutely. Hopefully, I'm burning it down tonight. Thank you, guys.
All right, but we'll see you. All right, that was your pole sitter, Brendan Mathia, and the number 71, HendrickCars.com, Chevrolet. Bring up the qualifying order here as we are waiting for the grid. It looks like they're starting to grid up down there, Dave.
Yeah, it looks like they're hitting the grid now.
Brendan Mathia is your pole sitter. Outside is Joshua Hetrick. Alan Bledsoe will be third. James Nelson fourth. Greg Barnett will start fifth in the third row with Michael Kerjelek to his outside. Chad Snyder in the fourth row with Michael Boone. Tyrone Yo, ninth. Curtis Auburn, 10th. Benny Campbell, 11th. Gregory Robinson, 12th. 13th is Charlie Dickey. 14th is Michael Bovair. And Nathan Christensen, who did not post a time, will roll off in the final 15th and final position tonight.
Yeah, good to see some names back in here, like Charlie Dickey, a longtime AARL member. So glad to see him back here behind the wheel of a truck tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to have Dickey in the field. The trucks are starting to roll off now. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, with these loose trucks. Again, loose is fast. I know a lot of guys like it loose, but the you're going to have to maybe watch that right rear and how much you can lean on that right rear without going too far.
Yeah, and tire wear will be an issue here tonight. So, number one, you got to kind of take care of your tires here to get to the end.
Yeah, we've got stage breaks at lap 45.90, and then the final will be 150. It's the longest run there being that 60-lap run at the end. I don't think fuel is going to be an issue at all. But again, like you say, you're going to want tires on this thing early and often, probably.
Yeah, most definitely. Looks like pace car is working his way through turn 4. He's going to duck on off, and he does.
Barney has the green flag in hand. Green flag will signify the start of this race. Green flag's in the air. Head off down into one. Brendan Mathia pulls out to a lead. Alan Bledsoe gets into that second position.
Yeah, Bledsoe and Mathia are going to take control up front here early on. See Greg Barnett battling down there, going to take over that third position. Josh Hetrick now getting back in line here for fourth. And James Nelson rounds out the top 5 on this early restart. Early start, I should say.
Yeah, the 71 got a really good jump there, but didn't really get out too far from his teammate in that 42, who's now really hounding him, trying to look into the inside. Not enough quite yet. They looked a little closer than they were. 38 of Greg Barnett, though, is now caught up to the rear of this 42, applying a little pressure.
Yeah, I think the name of the game right now is if you're back here, third, fourth, fifth on back, just kind of save your stuff, let these leaders maybe burn it up a little bit, and go get them before the end of the stage.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the name of the game, like you say. That's saving tires is going to be very important. I mean, even though we have that stage break, it's still 45 laps away. 45 laps, these things are going to be handling like dog, you know what. Oh, as we see the 25 get up into the wall.
Just say Chad Snyder now up 3 positions. Made his way around it's the 75, or the 75 and the 25. Moved Chad Snyder up to 4th. Battling behind Chad here.
5 moving down to the inside of the 6, Curtis Sovereign. 5 of Michael Boone. 86
we
to
have a
Kurgelite.
lead. We have a lead change up here. Alan Bledsoe has found a way around Brendan Mathias. Now Mathias back to his inside. Greg Barnett looking outside.
Good racing early on here. Lap 5 of 167 for the All-American. Why do I have 167? No, this should be 150. We'll get that corrected. But nonetheless, 150 laps here tonight.
I'm showing 167 too, so
yeah.
it's 167.
Okay, we were told 150, but apparently this is 167. We're going to... Thanks, Chad. Everybody here does their best to share all the information we can.
Chad Snyder now around Alan Bledsoe for the 3rd position.
That 2026 Resurrection Detail Toyota of Chad Snyder is on rails thus far early on here at Texas. Now, I don't know how much he's burning his stuff up, in relation to the 38 and the 71. But the 38's now looking to the high side of the 71. He's going to try to get to his, right to his rear bumper, down on him tight through 3 and 4. I think that kind of slowed the 26 up, just like said, hey, I'm going to let that kind of shake itself out before I get up in the middle
I think
of
the
it.
26 saw that and said, I'm going to back off just a little bit here. Give you boys some room.
Yeah, if you're watching at home and you're enjoying what you're seeing here, be sure and smash that as we freeze up.
The battle continues. Alan Bledsoe now looking to the outside of the 26, down through the tri-oval.
We're back with it. Apologize for that. I was going to say, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. That couldn't happen at any better of a time.
Chad Snyder got loose, may have clipped the apron. He's going to drop back. Lucky there wasn't a big wreck right there. And now the 6 is going to look underneath the 26 here, down in turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, the 26 now under fire from the 5 of Michael Boone.
Yeah, the 6 of Curtis Sovereign up to 4th position, biggest mover of the race thus far, up 6 spots. Joshua Hetrick is our biggest loser so far, down 10 positions from where he had started.
Yeah, Dave, I'm trying to find some data about, let's see here. I'm going to make my way over to the trusty old file cabinet here and take a look at some past results. So, Benny Campbell got the win last week in Martinsville. Then we had Travis Rodriguez back at Coda. Then Brendan Mathias won there in race 3. So, really interested how this is going to shake out with the points after all this, because there were only 4 points between Benny Campbell and Travis Rodriguez, but neither one of those drivers are in this. Benny Campbell is in this race, so he's definitely going to make the points over what will ultimately be last place finishing Travis Rodriguez if he used his provisional for this week.
Curtis Sovereign up another spot here. Move him to 3rd. He's looking at the top 2 here as the 42 goes to the inside of the 38.
Yeah, that 42 appeared to be struggling there a little bit ago. And now he's just lighting it back up again as he goes for the lead now to the inside of the 38. Moving his backed off, cooled those tires off a little bit, and then made another charge out of it. He's now your leader as it comes to start-finish.
Yeah, the top 6 under a blanket here as they work their way down through the tri-oval into turn 1.
Sauber looking to the inside of the 42. Can't make it happen this time by going into 1.
Chad Snyder back in the picture there in the 5th position. 71 now closing in on the 6. See these trucks get a little bit free off.
Yeah, this would be a good day for Curtis Sauber to have a good day. As he's setting 5th in the points, only 18 out of the lead. Again, I know we're talking points, just race 7, but
Going to be 3 wide, getting into 3 here.
the 6 kind of
there's
gets up into
contact.
38.
I think the 6 thought the 71 was going to take it to the low side, and the 71 kind of backed out a little bit late. They all keep it straight.
The battle back here in the field for the 6th or 7th, 8th, and 9th here. 6th, 7th, and 8th. My fault. The 75 is now the inside of Michael Kerjelak.
The 6 now to the inside of the 42 for the first for the lead as they work their way down through the tri-oval.
Curtis Sauber
Lead,
that
give it
time
to the
by.
6.
Yeah.
Brendan Mathia now looking to the inside of the 42 for that 2nd position down the back. '71 and 42 side by side off of turn 4 down through the tri-oval.
Still side by side. 71 finally gets clear of the 42. 42 is going to try to use some of this momentum here off the corner. Just gets right back to the rear of the 71.
We may get the 71 a little free there, maybe a little bump down the backstretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure they actually touched, but yeah, it did seem to really push his truck. Ooh, as we see,
Sovereign blinks a little bit.
yikes. Boone is now working on the 3rd position, the number 5 of Michael Boone. Can't make it happen, falls back in line. He's going to try it again going into the corner.
Now we're seeing Michael Kerjelak sneak into the picture here back in 7th position. He's closing to the back of the 38 of Greg Barnett.
71
Bringing the
working to the
75
outside.
with him.
71 working to the outside of the 6, Dave.
Yeah, Brendan, I don't know if that outside's gonna pay off. It seems like everything's been on the bottom as Greg Barnett has an issue.
71 gets a
slip up.
really good run on the exit there. Pull alongside the 6, going into 1.
And see if the 71 can keep that momentum up on the high line.
See what he can do here through 1 and 2. This is where you really seem to get. He loses a bunch there on entry, but then pulling down for the apex, he gets one heck of a run on the exit, to straighten up these straightaways. I mean, he's 5 mile an hour faster than the 6. He's now to the inside of the 6, going into 3.
Yeah, good move to the 71 to get to the inside of the 6. He knew it wasn't working up top. Had a game plan and got back to the inside.
6 now working
Chad
back to the
Snyder.
outside. Maybe a little contact.
Chad Snyder, the inside of the 5, going to take over that position. Make him 4th. Sovereign and Mathia still side by side down the back, trying to settle this out for that 1st position.
There's a battle for the 4th, or the 4th position as well. 2-1-2 going on here.
Yeah, it looks like the 5 of Michael Boone has been able to work his way around the 26. 26 going to fight back on the outside here off of 2. Single file for your top 3. 26 now clears the 5, getting down into turn 3 here. Boone's going to settle in behind him. Kerjelak lurking behind all of these drivers at the moment. Now the 41 of Kerjelak looking to the outside of the 5.
So it looks like there is some momentum up there.
Yeah, Curtis Sovereign in 6 isn't giving up yet. He's got some momentum up high. See if the 42 goes with him or not. 42 is going to look to the inside of him now. And 6 and 42 both a little loose up off the corner, but still side by side down through the driveway into turn 1.
On lap 25 of 167 here in the Breakfast Taco 167 for the All-American Racing League Truck Series. If you'd like to run in this series, be sure and contact an AARL admin on Facebook.com/All-American Racing League and just let them know. Send them a message, let them know that you'd like to know more about joining a league or just learning about iRacing in general or whatever your question might be. If you want to sponsor one of these trucks or races, you can also get in contact with them there. Facebook.com/All-American Racing League.
Quite the battle going on up front as Curtis Sovereign still trying to make that outside work here. Curtis made it work that time through 1 and 2. He's going to take over the lead from Brendan Mathia. 42 now jumping to the inside, trying to grab that second position. Battle behind him, Kerjelak and the 26 of Chad Snyder. Snyder gets a little loose, gives that position up to Kerjelak. Goes side by side for P2.
Riding on board with Michael Kerjelak, you see what he can see from the 4th position here as he's working his way to the outside of the 71 of Brendan Mathia. 2x2 for the lead in front of him. So Alan Bledsoe's now trying to work that outside line. Decides to go ahead and pull down to the inside as the 6 runs wide on the exit of 2 here to the backstretch. Side by side. 42 and 6 as they head off into 3.
Yeah, this little bit of draft does really help here. It seems like the lead changes. We'll probably have 100 lead changes by the time this race is out. You just get such a run being tucked up behind them. So that draft really coming into play here for this top group.
Yeah, absolutely. And that draft's brought the 75, who's running an extremely high line around here, right up into the mix. And now he goes low on the 86 of Kerjelak, takes better of it. Thought he was going to split the middle.
Wide. I mean, that's going to bring Chad Snyder back on the bottom underneath the 75. Looks like the top 3 have kind of settled in here a little bit. Working lap 31. There will be the stage break at lap 45. Now it looks like the top 5 has settled in, single file. Did I say that? The 6 is to the inside of the 42. Trying to grab that lead once again.
So
Dave's going to battle.
Dave, I don't know about you, but to me, this is fun racing. This is fun. This is what you want on a racetrack every week, right? As a driver, I mean, you don't want to get out there, even if I don't know. It's like, yeah, you want to.
Oh, Chad Snyder around. Down through the grass.
He's going to save
still
it.
out.
off the track, out of harm's way. He's now re-entering the track. He drops back to about the 9th. Okay, check that. Yeah, the 9th position now.
Yeah, it looks like Chad Snyder fell all the way back to 10th now.
Yeah, if you're going to have that problem, you're going to want to have it in this first stage rather than the last stage, you know? So, didn't tear anything up. That's the good news. As the 42 is back out to the lead, Brendan Mathia looking to his inside. Can't make it happen. 6 is to the outside. 6 now to the inside of the 42 with a great run off exit there. You get so much of a run down these straightaways if you can run that high line effectively that he had to take the move. If the 42 would have tried to block it, he would have been around.
And 42 looking back to his inside down through the tri-oval, heading into turn 1. Good run for the 42 to get back to his inside. Michael Kerjelak now with a big run on the high side, gets a block shut off by the 71.
Gives the 71 a good shot to propel him forward to get to the 6's bumper there. Now, I did do a little bit of practice with these myself, and you could really upset the car in front of you by running up on them on entry. You could loosen that truck up a great deal without ever touching them. And I think we've seen that already a couple times here tonight. But, you're also going to piss that driver off a little bit by doing that because everybody in the field knows that happens. And you pack air right up under the back of the truck, and it just lightens the truck so much that on entry it doesn't want to stick.
Yeah, they get real squirrely, especially with someone up underneath them. But I'm hearing stage break is at lap 40 now. 40 and 80 of the stage break, so a little confusion on that, but stage coming up in just a few laps. I think things are going to heat up here with just a few laps left in the stage to try to grab those very precious stage points.
Yeah, for Chad Snyder, he's holding about a half-second lead over Joshua Hedrick to snag that last stage point. Chad Snyder currently setting 10th in overall points, the cutoff for the regular season. So needs to capitalize on as many valuable points as he can get, as often as he can get them.
The top 5 under a blanket is just side by side through the top 4.
86 and 6 working that outside draft a bit with the 75. And the 75 just goes so much higher than anybody else I've seen on the track. And it really gives his truck one heck of a run.
6 in the wall down the back.
I mean, the 75's carrying so much speed, Dave, that he just almost doesn't know what to do with it sometimes. By running that very, very high line and just whipping this truck around on momentum, he's now already battling for the second position.
There we go. Start of lap 40. Should have a yellow next time by the line. 75 is looking to the inside. Second spot can't make it work on the bottom. They work down the backstretch. Top 3 now. Brendan Mathia, Alan Bledsoe, and Michael Kerjelak now into that third position. As they come to the line, this should be the stage break, and it is right now.
Brendan Mathia, Alan Bledsoe, Michael Kerjelak, James Nelson, and Curtis Auburn round out your top 5. 6th through 10th, scoring in the points are Michael Boone in 6th, Gregory Robinson in 7th, Chad Snyder in 8th, Joshua Hedrick up to 9th, Greg Barnett in 10th. Must have been a couple drivers have an issue there late in that lap because several of these drivers gained a couple of spots from just what we had saw a half a lap before that day. But real quick,
I'm not sure. It looks like Chad was able to bring it back to 8th position there at the stage break, so good run for him. Something happened between Chad and Tyrone, I believe. I'm not too sure, but the road is open. All these drivers are going to take 4 tires and fuel right here.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 tires seem to be very crucial. But we're going to step to the side a little bit. You're not going to miss a thing. We'll be right back after this message.
Back to more racing action right after this. Looking for a safe, effective cleaning system? Look no further. G-Tech Evolutionary Cleaners and Degreasers, certified by the EPA as a safer choice product. G-Tech can be used quickly and safely to remove soils and stains from most surfaces. Give them a call at 770-967-6988 or visit them on the web at buyGtech.com. G-Tech, 5346 BBS Way, Brazelton, Georgia. G-Tech, your one stop for professional, eco-friendly cleaning products. For tailgating activities or just plain backyard fun, look no further than Holio. Made to order cornhole bags and boards. No order is too large or too small. You can choose unfinished or finished with stain and polyurethane, and finished with a vinyl design or your company branding. Don't wait for the season to be over. Contact Holio on Facebook. Holio, made to order cornhole bags and boards. Now back to trackside act of the All-American Racing League.
All right, back here live with you for the All-American Racing League's Truck Series, week number 7. The Breakfast Taco 167 here at Texas Motor Speedway. We are under the first stage break, the first caution of the race, so it's been some very clean racing thus far. And very, very, very entertaining and competitive. If you're not liking this, folks, I don't know what to tell you. I think it's been pretty well action-packed. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button if you are enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bells. We have 3 races a week here on the SimWorld Racing Network. So as they came off pit road, the lights are out on the pace car now, so we will go green next time by in the Geico restart zone. 71 of Brenda Mathia get off pit lane first. Will retain that lead and will be the control truck firing off inside the Geico restart zone. For this next run, you said to lap 80, is that right, Dave?
Sorry, I had other drivers talking. I missed what you said.
Lap 80, is that what we're running to on this next run?
Yes, that's what I was told was lap 80, so 40 and 80.
All right, so 40, 80, and 167.
By the looks of the way this race was going, it looks like that last stage is going to have to be a green flag stop at some point for these drivers as well.
I like it, as that always puts the pressure on them. Should see the pace car dive off this time by. Pace car is down. As we enter the Geico restart zone, the 71 fires off. 42 caught sleeping just a little bit. 75 able to get a really good start and pull into that second position.
Yeah, the 42 did not really get going all that well on the start. Going to allow the 75 to sneak by there.
Back here looking at the 25 and 38, battling for that 11th position. Charlie Dickey right in front of them. I believe Charlie Dickey's running the G-Tech machine. Check out G-Tech at buyGtech.com. Evolutionary cleaners and degreasers. Best in the business, safest in the business. Brenda Mathia is pulling out to about a half-second lead. Chad Snyder, I'm getting reports that something happened with Chad Snyder.
Oh, yellow is out.
That has brought out the yellow flag. Unfortunate for Chad. As we see Chad making it around the track, let's see if we can catch up with what happened to Chad Snyder here.
Yeah, I see the right side of that truck a little scuffed up here, so...
Yeah, he just gets in the wall, gets in the outside wall and then comes down and gets really hard into the inside wall. I would be surprised if something's not broken on that left front.
I'm sure it is. He'll come down and use his fast repair.
Let's see if
They
we
had
can see it wobble,
one.
Dave. I don't see it wobbling, though. And he's picking speed back up again to make it to pit road. So I don't know if he had to use his quick repair now or not, but it would be early if you ask me. His truck still has not been repaired completely, so he either has not been down pit road or he did not take. See, I don't see that he's been down pit road yet. Okay. We'll see if Chad decides to come down and get that fixed. I would come down and at least work on it a little bit. I know he's got to catch up with the field first. But I'd get that thing in, even if I got a speeding penalty or something, I'd get that thing in as quickly as I could. I'm not advocating speeding on pit road, but Nathan Christensen is in, Greg Barnett is in, Chad Snyder is coming in to get his truck service. Let's see if he takes that quick repair here, because if he does, he's the first one to have to take it. And you don't want to have to burn that thing up. But he does have some significant body damage. This is an aero-type track. And it looks like he does take the quick repair. And that's all he does. No tires, because they just put tires on him. And he's back off again. Your leader is Brenda Mathia in the 71 HendrickCars.com Chevrolet, followed by 75 of James Nelson running that Auto Serve Chevrolet. Alan Bledsoe with the ATD truck, Chevrolet truck, in the 42 in third place. Then you have the 29 of Smokey Robinson, his Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet. Michael Kurgelak and his Moza Mobile Ford. Curtis Sauburn, the Monster Energy number 6 Toyota. It's Michael Boone. And I believe that's in the Stars. Looks like it's also Night Owl So's number 5 machine. Benny Campbell. Kind of missing what sponsors on Benny's, but I do kind of see it's that bright pink truck. Then you've got the Assault Motorsports or Line Care truck of Joshua Hetrick. Capital Sign Company on the side of that one as well. We've already talked about Charlie Dickey being in the G-Tech machine tonight. His G-Tech Toyota. Chad Snyder in the Resurrection Detail Toyota. Michael Bovair in the Exalta 48 Chevrolet. Greg Barnett in the Palmyra truck. That's the number 38 Ford. And Nathan Christensen. Can't make out his sponsor. Canadian Tire as he hits the inside wall. I'm not sure what was in this. He was trying to bring that a little closer to us, folks. Okay, we've went through some of the sponsors and paints on these trucks. If you'd like your stuff put on one of these trucks, get a hold of us at All American Racing League on Facebook. Again, it's facebook.com/All American Racing League. Hit us up.
Lights are off. Pace car's going to duck on off here off of turn 4. Get this thing back underway.
71 will be the control truck. He's inside of the Geico restart zone right now. Fires off. 42 of Bledsoe, his teammate, gets a really good jump with him. Kind of a coordinated start there, I would imagine. But now the 42 trying to work a little bit of momentum by taking a bit higher entry and then a lower apex. The 86 of Michael Kurgelak moving up into that third position.
Hello, friends.
And we have Travis Juggles Rodriguez has joined us in the booth. Unfortunately, Travis unable to make the race tonight. How you doing tonight, Travis?
I'm doing all right. How have things been?
It's been a very exciting race thus far. I mean, we were talking about how they may set a record for the most lead changes in a race, and we're only 51 laps in to this 167 lap event here for the Breakfast Taco 167.
What in the world? I wasn't ready for the names, alright.
So you see the 5 of Michael Boone working to the inside, trying to work the inside of the 75 of James Nelson. James Nelson taking that spot, now in the 3rd position. Working to chase down the 42 of Alan Bledsoe.
Yeah, it's looking like single file through most of the field here. We'll see if this gets bunched up like we saw in that first run, where they were side by side.
Oh, the 25. Sorry, Dave. 25 and 29 make contact. 29 is up into the wall. I don't know if the 29 maybe just didn't see he was down there, because he was coming down the track and made contact with that 25, and then it shoots the 29 back up and into the wall, and he's now falling back to the 12th position as Gregory Robinson. Sorry, Dave, I interrupted you there, but
Oh no, all good.
had me a little side.
I typically use the blimp view, or the view from the blimp high above the track, but tonight with all the fog, it is very hard to see from the blimp view.
Yeah, as the 75 is working to the outside of the 42 to try to take that 2nd position, running the high side. 5 looked to 2nd like he was going to go up high, decides against it. But 75 again running that 3rd lane. And when his truck sticks, he got a loose right there. But when his truck sticks, that really seems to work going down the straightaway as he really gains on the 42, now working to the inside of the 42 of Bledsoe.
Yeah, 75 good, like you said, good run clear off of turn 4. Give the 2nd position to the 75 of James Nelson.
James Nelson has a truck that can run a 3rd lane and then immediately drop down. And that's what he's doing again going into 1. Back up to the top, running the 3rd lane. He's going to run down the 71 in the straightaway. Watch the speed difference between he and the 71 that he's trying to catch. And he's closing in. He's down to 3 car lengths. Check that, 2 truck lengths. Through the corner, 1 truck length. He's got it. He's a half truck off on the exit of 4.
Right back to his rear bumper here on entry into 1. He again goes high, up in that 3rd, 4th, 5th groove, whatever you want to call it, but it's working for him.
Absolutely. And, he gives up a lot, but what he is making up, he didn't make up as much this time. I don't know if maybe he got loose again in the center, but there he goes. I mean, he's carrying so much speed on entry that his truck is just really picking up a lot of speed there. It seems to work better in 1 and 2 than it is in 3 and 4 for this 75 truck. As we see this time, he does not lose as much through the center. 1 and 2 is definitely where it's going to work the best, because these trucks are hard to turn in 1 and 2. 3 and 4 is a little easier turn to make just by design. The 75 gets a really good run. Now he's gonna close right in on the bumper. The 71, he's going to go high. Can't quite get up alongside just yet. They head off into 1. 71.
Yeah, almost all the way out against the wall, just about. Got a couple lanes off.
Yeah, the 71 drops to the bottom, and the 75 shoots it to the moon. But it's very interesting. I'm paying attention to this, mainly because you and I, Dave, are going to be running on Tuesday night in the All-American Racing League right here on SimWorld Racing Network. And it may be something that I may want to look into myself. And I'm sure a lot of drivers watching this back in the
75. 75 does pull to the outside here of the 71. See what he gets for a run through 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 this time. A little loose off, almost has smacked the wall there. It's going to lose a little bit of time down the back.
So there it is, Dave. That right there is kind of what it's all about. You run that high line, but there's a risk versus reward you have to kind of take into consideration doing so. Yes, you may be able to carry a lot of speed down the straightaways at the end of the straightaway, but you're so close to the wall that just one little hiccup doesn't give you a whole lot of room to save it.
Yeah. One driver I'm keeping an eye on is the 26 is Chad Snyder, who was very fast there in the first stage. Had some problems there late and some problems here early in this second stage. But restarted at the back of the field and worked his way up. Now battling Josh Hetrick for that 7th position.
And Chad Snyder once again making his climb back through the field. Looks like he's going to clear the 25. Nope, 25 is going to get a run. 26 got loose, gets up in front of the 25. Whew. Yeah.
Ooh, they may be 3 wide. They thought about 3 wide. They thought better of it right there.
Yeah, Hetrick cut Chad a really big break right there.
That's going to move the 38 up a couple spots there. Back up front, James Nelson still running that high line down there through 1 and 2. Lost a little bit of ground now to Brendan Mathia.
We're being told that this that the paint scheme on the 38 is a tribute to his to Greg's grandfather, who was a prisoner of war captured at the Battle of the Bulge. This is in honor of his grandfather. That's a very, very, very cool paint scheme. And definitely a huge thank you to his grandpa for his service and all our veterans. I know there's quite a few veterans in the QFRL All-American Racing League leagues here. So yeah, big shout out to all of them for sure. And that is an awesome paint scheme. Thanks for the little background on that, Tommy. James Nelson still not letting the 71 get away. Oh, yellow is out.
Not seeing what it's for. Not too sure.
Yeah, I don't see any incident on track. Oh, wait. Something must have happened with Gregory Robinson and Michael Bovair, maybe? Oh, no, they had just pitted. So Ben Campbell entered the pit. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
So-
it looks like, I don't know if I found it yet, but the 48 ended up spinning, I guess, a lap or so after, or right after coming off pit road.
Okay. Yeah.
Right in front of a pack of cars.
Oh,
Oh, it's
no.
right in front of our Alan Bledsoe. Okay, that's what it was. Boy. That Snyder near missed as well. About 3 or 4 cars barely missed 48 of Michael Bovair.
Well, let's go back and see if we can find that then.
He got really bad loose coming off of 2, I'm assuming on cold tires of some kind, and it was definitely some pucker factor.
So it looks like everyone's going to stay out here. Well, we got a few in. Chad Snyder's in, Josh Hetrick, Tyrone Muir Jr., Nathan Christensen, and Charlie Dickey all on pit road. Going to take advantage of maybe some fresh tires here to get through the stage. I believe stage 2 will end at lap 80. We're going to have just over, probably about 10 laps when we go back to green. So those fresh tires could pay dividends here to try to grab some stage points late.
As I apologize at home, we're trying to find. There we go. We find the spin from the 48. Oh, all these trucks just barely getting by, but do so well. Thanks for the pit road update there, Dave, while I was looking for that replay. We talked about it enough. I needed to show the folks at home what happened. So appreciate you guys finding that for us and keeping everyone at home informed.
This is going to be a big little run here to the end of stage 2. First car out on fresh tires is going to be Joshua Hetrick in 8th, then Chad Snyder in 9th. So pay attention to these drivers coming from the back on fresh tires here.
I like it, Dave.
Yeah,
I like
this
it.
is going to get exciting.
I think we're going to see some, hopefully some careful maneuvers getting through the field. But I like the idea. Taking tires. I think that was a great idea here. You know, you have, what is it, 5 sets, Travis?
Should be 4.
4
Your starting
sets.
set plus 4.
Okay, so yeah, they were on 5 total sets. So yeah, I mean, you've got plenty of tire to get through this, and still have some to take home in the garage. So you might as well throw them on now, and only falling back to the 8th position. These tires, I believe, are going to be very beneficial. As the last time, you know, they have 24 lap fresher tires now than the leaders do.
Yeah, I would imagine to see these drivers out back kind of storm their way to the front. So yeah, this will be fun right here. Get to the end of stage 2.
It's been fun all race long here in the All-American Racing League Truck Series, race number 7, the Breakfast Taco 167 at Texas. I was really hoping to see Travis Rodriguez in this race, as this is his home track. Well, this one, and I guess Coda, you kind of count them both, right?
And Coda's a lot closer. That's definitely quite a lot closer of like a home track sort of thing, for sure. I was definitely hoping to be in this race, but had some work-related things going on, and unfortunately had to be there late. So.
Well, we understand how that goes. Sometimes real life, or I mean, this is real life to us, but so sometimes it can get in the way. You know, other responsibilities kind of during adulting happens, right? As the lights are out on the pace car, adulting happens from time to time. You got to go do it, and it's not always fun. But did you get your provisional in for this race?
Unfortunately, I did not. I hoped I was gonna make it, and then had to go do another work-related thing, and didn't think about requesting it until I think after practice started. So.
Okay, so that's gonna hurt you in the points. But here's the good news: you won at Coda. If you start the proper amount of races this season for this series, you are in the playoffs, regardless. So just keep that percentage up, you know, plus your provisionals, and you still have the provisionals in the bank if something else happens. I would suggest you get a Discord app on your phone. That way
I definitely have the Discord app. I'm sorry. No, I've got the app on my phone. The thought didn't cross my mind until way too late. That's all.
Yep, understood.
But, yeah, no, definitely getting that win at Coda is gonna save me a bit. Lose the points lead tonight. I had, I think, a 7-point lead after Coda, but should be okay. I mean,
green flag is out. 71 gets out to a good jump. 86 coming along with him. 75 did not really get going very well in that restart. Sorry to cut you off there, Juggles, but the action was starting up. So the 86 goes high.
Chad Snyder already around the 25 truck. See how quick these drivers can make it to the front.
Yeah, I would say a lap or two to get your tires up to temp. And then you should really see them clicking off some seriously fast lap times.
Yeah, looks like Chad and Joshua Hetrick are kind of dicing it through the field here. Front battle for the lead.
42 looking to the outside of the 71. 75 now working with the 71 to get on by this 42. 75 looking to the inside of the 71. Can't make it stick. Can't get there on entry, shall I say. And we see the
Chad
75
Snyder
creeping up. Chad Snyder.
75 there, 42 back to the inside of 75. Chad Snyder back up through. Caution is out.
Benjamin
Campbell.
We'll see what happened to get Benny spun around there. And Benny has reset to the pits. He has towed. It's unfortunate for the 67 as he come in here second in points to Travis Rodriguez. Oh, he just gets really loose.
Yeah.
Oh, he collected the 48 of Bovair. tears that truck all to pieces. I believe it may not have been able to start. He resets and goes to gets on the hook to go to the pits. So Travis has a 4-point lead coming into this race over Benny Campbell, who just had an issue. Again, Benny Campbell is going to score points for this race where Travis will not. Michael Kurgelak was only 6 points back. James Nelson was 14 points back. And Curtis Auburn was 18 points back. So there's going to be quite the shakeup at the top by this race. And as we see the 5 of Michael Boone diving down pit road, he takes the 38 of Greg Barnett. Nathan Christensen is in. Benny Campbell is already in from the toe. Believe he has left the server. Michael Boone comes in, is taking right side tires. Now the left side goes up. He's taking 4 tires on that 5. He saw what Chad Snyder and Joshua Hetrick were doing there, I think. But we're going to come down to the end of the stage before I think those tires are going to come into play. Unless he intends to kind of ride them out after the stage end.
Yeah, still interested to see what Chad Snyder and Joshua Hetrick can do. They were just starting to make a little bit of run here right before that yellow, but we're going to go back to green probably with just a handful of laps, maybe 3 or 4 laps left in the stage. So not much time to get it done now.
No, these guys really didn't want to see this caution flag come out because they needed that green flag run to pick their way through the field. But nonetheless, they're both in the top 10, back in the top 10. They're both going to score stage points here in the second stage. I just don't know that they'll have time to get to this leader now that the laps are ticking down under the caution flag. Because we're going to restart here with 4 to go in the stage.
Yeah, looking now to see when those lights go out.
I thought they were going to go out that time by as they doubled up, but maybe not. Yeah, it may come down to 3 to go. I still see the lights on the pace car.
Yeah, lights are still on, working lap 75. We will go another time around.
This is the SimWorld Racing Network's presentation of the Breakfast Taco 167 for the All-American Racing League. If you'd like to get in contact with SimWorld Racing Network, you can find us on Facebook.com. Search SWRN. So I'm thinking we're going to see the lights go out on the pace car this time by. So those guys who just took tires are like, nah, keep those lights on. Let's run a few more of these under the caution, save this rubber, and then they won't pit at the end of the stage here in another 4 laps.
I'm wondering if the 25 and
Oh, James Nelson.
because now they got heat in the tires and they're fresher. You can see a run coming from either of them right now.
Yeah, I just don't know that we're going to restart with 3 laps to go here as the lights are out on the pace car. I just don't know if they're going to have time, though, Travis.
No, yeah, that's definitely something to consider.
I mean, it just really depends on what the speed difference is going to be this late in the run. The heat cycle of these tires may be helping these leaders be able to hold this position for 3 laps, right? So we'll just have to see how it plays out. Again, we're the speculation Speculation World Racing Network here sometimes, as we just speculate, we guess.
I think if I'm sitting Chad Snyder back there in, what position is he in now? 6th position. I set that thing to the high side, 3 wide, 4 wide, and get it to the front.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Now that he's got heat in the tires, at least. I mean, coming off pit road, I wouldn't. But
He doesn't have another faster pair,
ooh,
and he's setting
Ooh.
right in 10th in points. I say take care of it and get some stage points. Yeah, maybe if you're faster, go for it. But so that we're off. And then Matthias gets a decent jump, 86 and 75, working that bump draft on the outside, trying to make something happen. 42 now going to try to run the low side into one. Curtis Sauber moves into the 3rd position.
Yeah, working lap 77. There will be a yellow at lap 80.
I really think James needs to abandon that on a restart at least, that high side run, because he lost way too much time and space.
Yeah, we've seen James Nelson up there all night long, up in that 3rd, 4th lane.
Has he?
Yeah, it has worked for him, but yeah, on the restart, maybe not as much here.
Yeah, no.
It's going to work for
Snyder
him here.
now looking to the bottom. They're going to be 3 wide off the corner.
3 wide. 6 in the middle. 26 to the inside. 75 to the outside as they head off into turn 3. Oh,
They made it all work. Moved Chad Snyder to the
P3
3rd position.
Can he run him down in 2 more laps?
Yeah, working lap 79. I don't think he... we'll see. He may have a chance to get there. We're going to come around and take the 1 to go on the stage.
Fresh tires prevailed to get him to 3rd position.
One more time around.
It does look like he's closing the gap, from what I can see.
Yeah, I don't think
that
there's
time
enough
by,
time.
Chad Snyder 3/10 quicker than the leader that time by.
If these guys start racing for it, Chad might have a chance here. Coming through 3.
Don't think he can quite get there.
Nope, get
Stage
your
2
broom
winner
out.
is going, split both stages. Brendan Mathia crashing behind.
Oh no.
But I heard, maybe.
Oh no. Wait, what?
No, maybe not. I heard crash, but I think that is just for the stage.
Yeah, I think that was for the caution being thrown. It gives us a little crashing sound, but that's all right. Brendan Mathia is your stage 2 winner. Yeah. Alan Bledsoe 2nd. Chad Snyder rebounding to 3rd on the fresher tires. James Nelson 4th. Curtis Sauber 5th. 6th is Michael Kerjelak. Greg Barnett is 7th. Joshua Hetrick on fresh tires really didn't help him too much. Is in 8th. Tyrone Yo 9th with Michael Boone rounding out your 10th and final position in the points. Nathan Christensen is 11th. 12th is Charlie Dickey. That's the last truck on the lead lap. Campbell is out. Michael Bovair is still on pit road. And Smokey Robinson is out of the event.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what pit stops bring. I would imagine that Nathan Christensen and Michael Boone will possibly stay out here where they were just down on lap 73. The question is going to be Tyrone Yo, Joshua Hetrick, and Chad Snyder, what they do where they were last in on lap 66.
Chad Snyder's coming in.
It looks like they're all coming.
We see the trucks coming to us on pit road here. We're circling lap 83 of 167 here, halfway in this race. So let's see how many tires they take. 71 has that first pit stall. Right sides are up. They're down. Oh, we had some 2 tires out there. 38 gets off pit road. The 2 of Yo, the 5 of Michael Boone, all going to beat the 71 of Brendan Mathia off of pit road. Greg Barnett will be your leader. Tyrone Yo in second position.
It looks like Greg Barnett and Tyrone Yo took fuel only here.
Yeah, and so did Michael Boone.
Yeah, I figured that would be the case when Michael Boone was just in. Yeah, Greg Barnett will be your leader.
We are halfway this time by. There will be no more caution flags without cause for the remainder of the race here tonight. So I'm hoping we get a green flag stop, to be honest. I mean, I like to see the trucks bunched up, but they're staying bunched up anyway. It really doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, with the way this race has gone, I would expect to see some green flag stops here.
I'm curious as to how 75 tires are after that, I guess, initial run on the high side, where he kept pulling time back. But I don't know.
Take a run down there on pit road and find out what his tire wear was looking like, would you? Oh, he is not in the chat, in the Discord chat. He must be over in the QFRL chat. He is.
Yeah, I think most of their guys are over in the QFRL chat.
Very interesting call by these guys. Really taking the track. You know, clean air. There's a lot to be said for clean air. Maybe a good move by Greg Barnett and Tyrone Yo here to kind of get themselves up toward the front, out of all that dirty air, and let their trucks eat a little bit, you know? I don't know exactly how many laps were on their tires prior to. But we definitely saw tires make a difference, you know, with especially, well, I mean, it was kind of hit or miss, right? So for Chad Snyder, it definitely made a difference. For Joshua Hetrick, it did not seem to make much of a difference as far as getting back up through the field.
It looks like the lights are off on the pace car. Get this thing going next time by.
Very dark here. So I don't know if it's just the fog, I'm guessing, making the lights not really stand out all that much. So no reason to tune your TVs if you're just joining us. Don't go readjusting on your displays or none of that. There's stormy skies overhead, and the fog has been an issue since the sun was still up at the green flag. See, it's 66 degrees, overcast skies, a 67-degree track temperature. So they're getting maximum grip here tonight, for sure.
Yeah, that's a cold, chilly night in Texas.
Absolutely.
The interesting part about that is it is currently 62 degrees in Texas. So, well, okay, where I'm at, it is.
All right, pace car's off. 38 will step on that loud pedal and get this thing started.
Spun the tires just a bit there. Look, he's going to pull out in front down here into turn one. Big lead for Greg Barnett. As they're duking it out behind him here. Brendan Mathia now going to look to the bottom, 3 wide down the back.
Michael Boone, the big loser on that exchange. Now under fire by the 75. 75 will clear the 5 of Michael Boone. Chad Snyder zeroes in on the back of the 5. 75 going back up to that third lane. It's really been liking it. So I'm guessing the tire wear has not been too bad up there.
We got one off. 26 around in the inside wall.
Dang. He is not gonna be happy.
His truck is just sitting there. He's getting it backed up now. He's still got a half a lap, so he's going to be in good shape there. Honestly, don't see much damage on the front of that machine. But we'll go
Maybe
back.
a lot of damage. He slapped the wall with the right rear pretty hard.
Okay, so I couldn't see the right side of the truck from that camera angle, but let's see what happened here.
Or the left side of the left rear. I'm sorry.
Okay, so he gets really loose there. Yeah, he does kind of wall slap that rear end pretty good. Oh, he hit it, and then he backed it in there. But, the damage didn't look too bad.
The damage doesn't look bad at all. Looks like he never touched a thing.
That's the second time we've seen him kind of spin out on his own and really not get a whole lot of damage out of it, which is the good thing, right? I mean, it's not a good thing to spin out, but if you're gonna spin out, you really like it not to tear the truck up too much. And I'm sure the guys in the pits appreciate that too if it doesn't tear the truck up too much. But we're gonna see the 26 is gonna stay out. We saw Nathan Christensen coming down pit road to get service on his truck again. 26 is going to go ahead and stay out on track. He must have assessed the damage and said, nah, no reason to pit. It's nothing. This is the All-American Racing League's Truck Series, the Breakfast Taco 167. We are circling lap 89 of 167 right at the very moment. We haven't had many cautions tonight. We've had a couple of cautions for our stage breaks, but cautions for incident, I believe there's been, maybe two? Okay, maybe three, as we're currently on the 6th caution flag of the night. But it really hasn't been it hasn't been too treacherous for these drivers, as we've seen it here in the past few weeks. There's been some short track racing in all of the series, and you do tend to find a little bit of that happening. Your leader is Greg Barnett with Brendan Mathia in second, Alan Bledsoe in third, James Nelson fourth, and Michael. And we got Bledsoe with a little flash there. Be sure to go check out G-Tech Evolutionary Cleaners and Degreasers at buygtech.com. Again, that is buygtech.com. They're some of the safest cleaning products that can clean anything from your laundry to your bathroom counters to your heavy equipment out in your garage. Clean up that greasy mess, clean them tools, get it all straightened out. Check them out again at buygtech.com.
Yeah, so we're going to restart this race with Greg Barnett, who took just fuel only the last time around on the last pit stop exchange. Looks like Brendan Mathia are going to restart on the outside of him on 4 fresh tires.
Yeah, we haven't seen the 71 run the outside any at all tonight, though. So I'm really curious how his truck's going to handle out there, because I know he's going to obviously try his best to be right alongside the 38 on entry. I'm just curious how that truck's going to stick, not having seen him run up there tonight.
Yeah, the light should go off this time by.
Quick check-in on Barney. He's still got the yellow in his hand as they're making their way through 1 and 2 now, heading on to the backstretch. old Barney, he's the hardest working guy out here. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see if we can get back to a little bit more pack racing here, like we saw that first stage where they were bunched together. It seems like they've been stretching it out a little bit on these restarts here.
Yeah, we're gonna ride along here as they get ready to restart, getting down in that restart gear. Looks like first gear restart here as they're gonna head into the restart zone, riding along with Greg Barnett in the Geico restart zone. Spins the tires just a little bit. His first gear is quite low. Quickly up into the third gear, 140 miles an hour.
Ooh, looked like there might have been a little bit of a touch between the was it 71 and 42. 42 had a wiggle coming through the tri-oval.
But they keep it straight.
Ooh,
No
42.
yellow for anything.
42 looking to the inside of the 38 up there for the lead.
42 got a massive run coming out of 2.
71 were all over the back bumper of the 38 of Greg Barnett, pushing him down through the tri-oval. Gonna look to his outside here, getting into turn 1. As we see the 75 still up in that 4th, 5th lane, running the top. 71 to the outside of the 38 now down the backstretch.
James Nelson closing really fast on this group in front of him by running that high line and catching those trucks side by side. Just opened a huge hole in the air for the 75 to make massive gains that last time by through 3 and 4.
Yeah, the 75 is able to keep a lot of momentum in that truck by running the high sign. As you see him again, 1 and 2. Not so much in 3 and 4. He stays to the bottom, but here in 1 and 2, he gets a big run down the back by doing that now. Down to the bottom.
Inside of the 38.
Yeah, big move.
Oh, almost
Ooh,
touched.
Don't get loose.
He's cleared
But
the 38.
I am curious what that's doing for tire wear on that truck, as he is running really, really hard up there. See if he does it again. He does, up in 1 and 2.
You know,
Not quite as high that time around.
but there's a lot to be said, Dave, about clean air, and there's no one else going up there. So at least through the center of the corner, when he runs that really high line, he has no one messing with the air on the front of that truck.
Yeah, but right here, he's going to be forced to be on the bottom in turns 1 and 2. See how that plays out for him as he's trying to get to the inside of the 71. Can't quite get it there.
He drifts up about a half lane, gets
Oh,
sideways.
he's around.
Oh,
Greg Barnett involved.
Oh, a big hit. Kerjelak into the 38. Now the 2's into the 38, and the 26 is caught up in yet again another incident. The 26 was coming through there really, really quick. Wow.
Yeah, the 75 has been running really the top all night. First time he gets to the bottom, see that truck kind of just come around.
Yeah, I mean, you even said it, Dave. Man, wonder what's going to happen when he goes into the corner here. Let's go look at Greg Barnett's in-car and see what we see there. You see you see right there, the 75 gets a little bit of help and then just right into the nose. Oh, and around again when he gets hit again and again. Oh, by the 75. Yikes. Chad Snyder's back on pit road. Michael Kerjelak's in.
Ooh. I think 38's got a bad wheel. 75's just got damage on the right front.
Alan Bledsoe is in. He pits from the second position.
I wonder, unless he hit a wall, I'm wondering why. Because he just kind of gave the 75 the push to kind of keep the spin going.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. Maybe he's wanting to check and see if there's damage to the front of it and go ahead and get it repaired now. I mean, there are we're going to restart with about 67 laps to go here to the finish.
Yeah.
So come in now, get it straightened out. There's only there's 12 cars on the lead lap, and several of those are going to have damage.
Well, it looks like Chad Snyder's truck has no damage on it. I'm not sure how many repairs do we have.
Should just be one.
Okay, 'cause
So
I'm
unless
pretty
he
sure
didn't use it earlier.
that he's still sitting on pit road.
Yeah, I'm
Not sure. He took a hard hit to the front of that truck, but it looks good from this point of view.
So I
the
think
rear looks square.
I think the 42 is definitely checking damage because he got whacked in the rear end by the 6 coming off of 2. So that's probably why he's down on pit road right now.
The 42 is off pit road now. His truck is clean.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. The 26 took a hard hit to the front of that truck, but it looks clean, but he's still sitting there.
Yeah, I don't know why he's still sitting. He will go a lap down unless he can pull off now. And he is going a lap down to the leaders. Your leader is Brendan Mathia with Curtis Sauber in second. Third is Michael Boone with Joshua Hetrick up to the 4th position after starting his second on the night. Nathan Christensen is 5th with Tyrone Yo 6th. Michael Kerjelak is in 7th. Alan Bledsoe is in 8th after checking on that machine. Greg Barnett is 9th. 10th, scored 10th is Charlie Dickey. The G-Tech machine is currently sitting on pit road. James Nelson's coming down pit road, scored in the 11th position. And 12th is Chad Snyder. Looks like the 75 will come in and get some of that damage repaired. It looks like he comes in and takes his quick repair. So that's the quick repair gone on the 75 machine. Should see the lights go out on the pace car this time by. I could be making that up and be all wrong about it. I have been before. As the lights are out on the pace car. Cars are now coming through 3, going into turn 3. Pace car will dip off to pit road this time by. We'll get this thing going once again. 67 laps remaining in the Breakfast Taco 167. Pace car's
pace
off.
car is off. Brendan Mathia going to lead him down to the green flag. He is out. Mathia is gone.
It's a really good restart there, Dave. Caught Curtis Sauber kind of sleeping. Caught the 5 sleeping even behind him, but the 5 has still got a little better than the outside lane did. Kind of seen that all night, too, with the outside lane just not getting going.
Yeah, the outside lane has struggled all night here on the restarts, but he's going to hold down that second position there. They battle down through turns 3 and 4.
42 trying to figure out which way to go as they settle it out for the top 3 positions now.
Joshua Hetrick, big move down the back, trying to get to the inside of the 42. Can't make it happen.
.42 now working to the inside of the 5. Michael Boone through the tri-oval. That got close. 5 goes ahead and runs a little high. 42 running the right down on the white line. Momentum is with the 5 on the outside. Curtis Solburn in second, last time by, about 1/10 faster than Brendan Mathia, our leader.
Yeah, that's the big question right now is, does anyone have anything for this 71 as we've seen him win both stages? Been very consistent. But the 6 right now seems like the one driver that has a shot at him at, for the time being.
Now back here watching tires on the 75, he's still working that high line, but he's got he got some fresh tire. No, actually, I take that back. He did not. He just got the damage fixed on that lap 98 pit stop.
Yeah, we're still going to see some pit stops here before we get to the end.
Joshua Hetrick trying to work over Michael Kerjelak for that 5th position. Kerjelak still holds about a 2-truck length lead over this 25 of Joshua Hetrick. But they better not look in the mirror because that 75 is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. They won't see him in the mirror in the corner. But it's when all of a sudden he's so small going down the last straightaway, and then they go through the corner and you look in your mirror and he's literally knocking on the back bumper of the 25 now. That line he is running is just, it's blowing me away, Dave, how absolutely fast this truck is on that high line. And he seemed to be able to do it no matter what part of the run they were in, at least on the, the 20-something, 30-something lap runs that we've had thus far.
Yeah, as long as he can stay up there, I think it works for him. But when he gets stuck to the bottom, he really seems to struggle on the bottom of the racetrack down in 1 and 2.
Yeah, 3 and 4, he can run the bottom with no problem. You're absolutely right. But 1 and 2, we did see that spin because of that. We just wasn't ready for what was going to happen. As we see him heading down into 1 now, and he's going to run up against, not up against the wall, but lane 4, like you're saying there, Dave. As this track is so wide, there's some super wide corners.
And Alan Bledsoe, too, that first stage was up front battling for the lead for most of that first run. Now has dropped back into that 5th position, battling here with Kerjelak for 4th. I'm wondering if he's just biding his time a little bit to try to get back to the front, or he's just fading a little bit.
We got to keep in mind that he's. I don't guess he's really fading yet, Dave. He's just not climbing back through the field like we would think. If you remember, he did come down to check on that damage that from that last incident where he just barely clipped the 25, or was it the 25 during the spin? Or I'm sorry, the 75.
75.
So he
right
came
now
down
it's
to get
all. Yeah, right now it's all the 71 of Brendan Mathia. Nobody so far has been able to challenge him.
The 75 is closing the gap to the group ahead, so should be a little bit of action starting here soon. Ooh.
As we see 86 and 42 make a little contact, and we get the great sound effects out of Juggles. I love it.
Looking ahead to the 75 and see them get real close, getting into the corner. Like, whoa.
38 closes in on the back bumper of the 25. Now looking to the inside. 25 is running that high line.
Yeah, 86 looking to the outside of the 5 down the back. He ran that high line. It's a good run down the backstretch.
Yeah, I mean, these other drivers are picking up on what James is putting down. And now James is running the low end through 3 and 4 again. closes up on the 42. He's going to go to the outside here in 1, as we've seen him do all night long. Watch, Kerjelak's going to go in high. 75 is going to go higher. And that's exactly what happened.
I think 75 is using that high line almost perfectly. I think he almost needs. I think through 1 and 2 he needs to just forget about a run and just use that high line and take the run down the backstretch instead. Because he's getting ridiculous runs coming off of 2.
Yeah, and it's giving him so much speed into 3 and 4 where you can almost flat foot it that he's even quick. It's making him quicker. His exit at 2 is making him quicker in 3 and 4, for sure.
Most definitely.
Let's get another big run.
We're gonna pull up the speed on him and watch him this next lap by. I'll pull up his dashboard so we can see what kind of speeds he's running, and then we'll do it on another truck that's running. We'll do it on the leader. Okay. So currently he's doing 180 miles an hour. He's gonna run this high line again. Down the straightaway is what I'm gonna be concerned with here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what his speed is at the end of the straightaway compared to our leader.
I do think, Billy, you made a good point about clean air. I think he's getting through 1 and 2 with that clean air on the nose extremely effectively.
He's now beat down the back bumper of Michael Kerjelak.
Yeah, and I was trying to get these speeds, but I mean, I just don't know how accurate they're going to be here, because he does seem to close in on another truck so much that he's almost having to check up at the end of the straightaway. So we see now he's off the corner at 170, but by the time he gets down here into 3 and 4, he's at 171, 172 miles an hour, and just pulls it to the bottom and is staying at 173, 175 by the exit. Now let's jump up to our lead, who they're catching, by the way, as they just gets clear.
The 86 got into the wall, the 75 got into the back of the 6. That was a little bit of a moment.
Okay, so Mathia comes off. Now he's going to come down to the end of the straightaway. 171, 172. It's kind of the same speeds, but right here is where we're going to see the difference, I think, on the exit. The 75 was at 175. Yeah, by this time he was at 174, 175, and 75. So his run through 1 and 2 is speeding up his 3 and 4 so much that he's 4 mile an hour faster coming off of 4. And I know that sounds crazy, but I think his entry speed is so much quicker.
Yeah, I think the problem right now for James is
traffic.
He gets those big runs, and he has to lift a little bit on his entry. If he has to lift a little bit into 1, like he's gonna have to here, it really hurts his run through, and he loses a little bit of time. So he needs these cars to kind of be on the bottom. As you see the 6 kind of run up there in his lane to slow him down. That's going to hurt him a little bit down the backstretch.
Yeah, and you can see it. You can see it on the speed. Well, he got to 173 there, but that was just because he is in the draft there a little bit. Let's see what his exit here is for, because he was at 175 earlier by now. I think that may have hurt him just a tick.
2 runs about 3 or 4 feet off the wall right there. Is going to get another big run down the backstretch. Oh, he's going to go to the bottom, three wide.
Makes it happen.
That's what he needed.
Can he clear the 6?
Up a little bit, and he does.
Clear
slide job off the corner 6 back to the inside now.
Crossover move. So we got a slide job and a crossover.
And James says that's okay. I wanted the top anyways.
That's right. Oh, is he looks loose?
75
loose.
sideways.
He's still sideways, trying to gather it up. He keeps it out of the wall. I mean, he lost a lot of positions, but good job keeping it out of the wall there.
He may have sent it in a little too hard.
Something happened with Joshua Hetrick that we missed? I'm not sure.
He had to enter the pits. See what happened here. Dickey passes him a while ago. So Dickey passed him here. So I'm just trying to see if something happened to him. Okay, he's on pit road. I don't know what happened there, but
I'm wondering if he, I don't know, because he came down during the stage caution, didn't he?
yeah. Well, let's see.
Showing him back out on track.
Yeah, lap 116 he came. Well, 116 he came back out on track. Maybe he's getting his last pit stop out of the way, putting on some fresh
I think
tires,
that might be it. I'm not sure what the...
trying a little strategy.
Yeah,
Strategy.
little short pit here.
Let's see if his lap times. Last time by, he was at, well, we'll see this time by, because he wasn't quite up to speed last time by. Brendan Mathia crossed at a 31:04. Joshua Hetrick crosses at...
He's coming to the line now.
31:18.
31:18.
So yeah, that wasn't any faster. We'll see if
Brendan
that
Mathia
changes.
now out to...
Yeah, go
Brendan
ahead.
Mathia is out to 3/4 of a second lead now. And growing.
The 42 is loose on the bottom, losing a whole bunch. He's going to lose several positions here. Falling
And
back to
unfortunately, I think
fifth.
for James Nelson running that high side and getting loose a little bit, he has hurt those tires on that truck. He's fallen back now to the 6th position.
Still about a half-second lead from Brendan Mathia back to Michael Kerjelak.
We're still going to see some green flag pit stops here. Not sure how long they can go on fuel. Brendan Mathia was last down on lap 82.
Yeah, I don't think Joshua Hetrick's truck. He's really feeling it. Something's not going well with it. He's running 3170s to the leader's 3110s, and has much fresher tires. Did Hetrick get a speeding penalty or something? He was on pit road for 40. His pit time was 46 seconds the last time.
75's coming in.
75 is in. Thank you, Juggles, our pit reporter. $40 laps to the end. He goes ahead and going to come in and get 4 fresh tires, I imagine. Right
See
side.
who else? Let's see how long the leader stays out here. He's on some of the oldest tires in the field. Him and Curtis Sovereign last down on lap 82.
Yeah. They.
All right, 71's coming this time.
Michael Boone is in. Nathan Christensen's in.
Okay, 75 had something. He's rolling off pit lane right now.
Yeah, he had a pretty long stop at 24.78.
I wonder if he got a... No, speeding penalty would have been longer than that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he got a
may have
10
fixed a
second
little bit
hold.
of damage.
Or, yeah,
Could
maybe
be.
so. I mean, I'm not
And then
sure I would bank on a
Matthias,
caution, though.
Yeah, it's spread out enough. Whoa, we got a big group on pit lane coming on. Boone, the 3,
Yeah,
Brendan's on pit road.
Right sides are up on the 71.
that's going to hand the lead over to the 38 of Greg Barnett.
Left side's down on the 71, and he's away.
6 is away as well. I'm thinking the 38 might be able to run a bit longer. Because he and, I believe, James came down about the same time.
Yeah, it looks like Greg Barnett was down lap 97 along with Alan Bledsoe and Tyrone Yo.
Can they
Riley
run?
Dickey was in at 98.
Can they run 70 laps here?
I don't believe so, because we're working 40-something laps here.
Yeah. I don't think anybody can make it to the end from here, but I do wonder if these guys are going to be able to run a bit longer before having to worry about a pit stop yet.
Their lap times are still in the low 31 second bracket. We'll see what Brendan runs once he's up to speed here. See how much time these guys are losing. Remember, Brendan's fastest lap is a 30.08. So that's a 1 second different to what the leaders are currently running. But
doing the math real quick, Brendan just ran that run on 46 laps, so they should be able
Whoa,
to.
two big loose trucks. I think the 38 and the 42 both got a bit loose coming off the 2.
Yeah, 38's pitting now. 41's coming in as well.
41 does not come in. Oh, 42, I'm sorry. 86 is in. 38, 86.
Tyrone should be coming as well.
Alan Bledsoe out there all by himself. Last lap time of 31:34. The leader, Brenda Mathia, who will be our eventual leader, 30.33. So yeah, it's about a second difference. Losing a second every lap they stayed out, so 42 is in. Charlie Dickey still out there on track. He should be the last to come to pit road here when he decides to bring that number 37 G-Tech machine down. Go to buygtech.com for evolutionary cleaners and degreasers, the safest in the business. Do it. 37 still staying out there. He's going to keep on trucking. He should take the lead this time by. And he does. New leader, Charlie Dickey. Charlie's like, okay, caution flag. Okay, caution flag. I mean, I guess he would still drop back to the tail end of these, but some of these guys may come back down if there was one, but there's not. So, see what the 37 does here. He's going to stay out another lap. Yeah, Charlie Dickey unfortunately had a 38-second pit stop his last time in. Definitely lost him a lot of track position. He's currently 4 seconds in front of Brendan Mathia. Brendan should be good to the end on fuel, we believe. Charlie obviously was last in on 98, so he's going to have to pit here shortly.
Yeah, James's pit stop definitely hurt him. He lost about 3 positions, I believe, because of the pit stop.
Yeah, 10 seconds on track, too. 10 seconds slower pit stop than a lot of these guys in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
We're still waiting on the 37 machine to come down. See what James Nelson does when he's running by himself. He's still running that high line in 1 and 2. Really likes it up there.
His last lap was a 30.63. I don't know if that's a good range or not. Unfortunately, I didn't get very much practice, but...
Yeah, I mean, you look at Curtis Auburn's last was a 30.70. He's in third position. Brendan Mathia, 30.48. Charlie Dickey is running a 31.70. Really going to have to get in here and get these tires put on this truck. His fuel tank's got to be getting nice and light, but the 71 is running him down nonetheless.
Now that I think we're in the lull of the end of the race, we'll see. I'm wondering who's going to have the best or a good tire strategy at least. Because I think Alan's the only one that might be able to catch Brendan. But I wonder what Curtis might have for him. Because Curtis, I think, is hanging right behind Alan right now. I'm riding with the 75 to see what he's doing.
Curtis has dropped back into the 6th position as he's getting passed by Michael Kerjelak now. Kerjelak's pretty quick. The 38's quick. But you're talking about Brendan Mathias holding a 6-second lead over Alan Bledsoe.
Yeah.
Without a caution
Alan-
flag, I'm not sure these guys catch him.
I don't know. 'Cause the last time by, I don't know. Okay, it went back up. I said last time by it registered just under 6 seconds. This time by it registered just over 6 seconds.
Nathan Christensen looking to the inside of the 75. Yeah, I think the handling, I don't know if it's gone away on the 75 or if he's nursing this thing for a few laps. But he's some 16 seconds behind the leader and just dropping a position now. And that auto serve number 75, if you're in the Charlestown, West Virginia area, go get your car serviced at Auto Serve. Oh, 3 is sideways. He saves it. Wow, he gets a little low on that apron and just about turned that thing around. Was able to save it. A heck of a save by Nathan Christensen.
I didn't realize how far back I was.
We got 26 laps to go here in the All-American Racing League Truck Series, the Breakfast Taco 167. I named this one specifically for you, Juggles.
That's racist.
No, just because of the
You a Biden supporter?
yes. So at any rate,
No. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
as the 38 and 86 side by side for the 4th position, 38 gonna clear him, but he's gonna pull up behind the 37, who's definitely still out there on the oldest tires in the game. But falling like a rock is Charlie Dickey. Don't think he can run out 24 more laps. And even if he does, is the benefit, is he going to reap any benefit from that?
I don't foresee it happening. Whoa,
Oh,
spinner!
38 sideways.
Oh, we can't save
Saves
it.
it.
Wow, let's see if we can catch that. I'm going to back it up here, folks. Apologize. Yeah, he was big loose. Oh, maybe got a little bit of help from the 86 at Kurgelak. We kept it going straight. We're staying under green. 22 laps to go. Or no, we're to 23. The leader had already crossed. Brendan Mathia enjoys a 5.5 second lead over Alan Bledsoe. His teammates getting it done today. Curtis Sauburn is currently under attack by the 86 Kurgelak, who takes over that 3rd position. Trying to see what's going on with Kurds there because he looked really fast, but his times were not. Yeah, so he's running the same lap times, 30.7 as our leaders. Tyrone Yo under attack by the 75 of James Nelson, battling it out for that 7th position. Tyrone having a good run here today in Texas. I just wonder if maybe the problem with the 75 is, once he started laying some rubber down in that higher line, it just quit working as well. Or maybe once these other guys got rubber down on the bottom, they were able to make it work better. Because his truck really looked fast the first couple of runs, but then this run just has never really taken off.
I don't know that he's pulling enough time, but the 42 is catching the 71. Very slowly chipping away at the lead that he has.
Yes, it's down to 5.3 seconds with 19 to go. I'm with you, Juggles. I don't know if he has enough time to make up 5.3 seconds on a very consistent Brendan Mathia.
But the 42 also needs to look in his mirror because the 41 has been chipping away ever so slightly at that gap there too.
Yeah, that last time by, the 86 was a tenth and a half faster than Bledsoe and 2/10 faster than Mathia. And Greg Barnett was faster than all of them. So as he's made his way around Curtis Sauber.
I know it doesn't matter too much, but the 41 or Michael Kerjelak showing the 86, but 41 of Michael Kerjelak has a few lap pressure tires as well than the leaders.
Well, I'm showing that he pitted on 132. Bledsoe pitted on 133.
Yeah, so he's got a little bit fresher tire than our leader, who was in on lap 128. And him and Bledsoe are running faster lap times than our leader right now.
Yeah, as that's now down to 4.9 seconds over Bledsoe. 17 laps to go. I mean, they're going to need to click them off just a little bit quicker, but I mean, they were almost a tenth and a half last time by. Let's see what they are this time. 30.91 for our leader, 30.80 for Bledsoe, and a 30.79 for Kerjelak. Kerjelak's currently 5.6 seconds behind Mathia. Bledsoe 4.8 seconds behind.
Be interesting if there is a caution. I don't know that anyone's having any kind of serious issues, but because
Charlie Dickey did finally come down on lap 145. Joshua Hetrick was in on 144.
I'm unfortunately not very well versed. We don't know how many tires these guys have left, if they have any, do we?
We do not know.
Okay. That might be an interesting outcome if there is a caution. Or an interesting turn of events if there is a caution.
Well, I think Mathia, I believe he's got another set out. He's still got another set.
Okay.
Not sure about Bledsoe. I don't know. I seems like he pitted one. He's been on pit lane. Well, I'm not seeing it. I thought I had that data point on here, but I do not. The amount of times, but it seems like he's been on pit lane more. I know once he just came down to check for damage, but this battle between the 2 and 75 is staying heated. As the 75 is right to the rear bumper of the 2, and then kind of lost it there in the center of the corner. Lead now decreased to 4.5 seconds. With 13 laps to go, is this Brandon Mathia just managing the gap again? I mean, you don't want to get out there and run qualifying laps when you have this kind of lead with this few laps to go.
Yeah, I mean, only 12 laps to go. Brendan really doesn't have to run a blazing pace right now either, even though the last time by he did run faster. Nope. Alan Bledsoe last time by was the fastest car on the track. Yeah, it looks to me like Brendan Mathia has been down pit road 3 times. Alan Bledsoe and Michael Kerjelak have been down 4 times. You know, whether they took tires on each stop, I don't know. But if they did, that would mean they are out of tires. It would leave Brendan with 1 set.
We are in the closing laps of the Breakfast Taco 167 here for the All-American Racing League Truck Series, race number 7. It's been a heck of a season so far. Hope you're still with us. I hope you've been checking out each and every race because this has been exciting. If you haven't, go back to the live section of our YouTube channel here and you can catch all of the races, or you can also jump over and there's this pick which series you would like to watch in the playlist. We've got that set up for you. So go back and check it out, see how we've gotten where we are today. We'll give you a points rundown the beginning of the next week's race, which helped me out a little, Dave. Where are we going next week?
I believe we are off for the next couple weeks, aren't we, Douglas?
Let me go look at the schedule because I believe this is the last round of this run, or the last race of this run. Hold on.
Greg Barnett has moved into the 3rd position over Michael Kerjelak and pulled away.
Wait, gotta scroll up. We're all in the truck area. Hold on. Yeah, we're off for the next 2 weeks, and then we're back April 14th for Kansas.
Kansas, that's going to be an exciting race there too, because that's multi-grooved, a lot of fun to run.
Yeah, that's a track for me that I kind of like. I almost got my first win there, which would have been surprising, but that should be a good track, a good race. Oh no. No. Okay.
Juggles, remember, we can hear you.
I know, I hit buttons that I wasn't ready to hit, and things started happening, so I was a little bit scared.
The 86 of Michael Kerjelak's working his way back up to the back of the 38, trying to pressure him again to try to retake that 3rd position. 7 laps left in this race, and we will interview the top 3 drivers at the conclusion of the Breakfast Taco 167. We are the SimWorld Racing Network.
Now I need a breakfast taco.
I know, right? That's why we'll never have A1 as a sponsor in this series.
But yeah, Brendan Mathia is working. They're coming around working lap 6. Next time out will be 5 to go for Brendan Mathia. As his lead has fallen to 3.5 seconds, just not enough time for Alan Bledsoe and Greg Barnett.
No, the 71's done a great job of managing tire wear, managing the gap. And I have a feeling that he's just been taking it easy. Now, the battle back here for the 3rd position is still pretty lively, as the 38 and 86 have been kind of going at it a little bit there. 86 will draw right back up in on the 38 and just can't seem to get the run off that he needs. So gets a good run off this time by. Should be able to try to make a move here into turn 1. To the inside is the 86. Inside of the 38 of Greg Barnett. 38 battling back to the outside. Starts to pull away with that momentum and does so. And that's how I think he's holding this 86 at bay, is by making him try to pass. If you're going to pass me to the inside. I'm not going to give it to you when you get the run on me. I'm not going to give you the outside line.
Yeah, there's just so much momentum on that outside, especially in 1 and 2, like we've seen James Nelson most of the night. So yeah, if you're gonna pass me, go to the bottom.
Yeah, that's still the closest battle on the track right now, is the 38 and the 86s. The field has spread out quite a bit here. 3 laps to go for Brendan Mathia. See if he can get it done and win for I believe his second time in the series.
Yeah, make it 2 laps to go now.
No, I don't have Brendan Mathia. I thought Brendan had a win already this season. He did have a win at Bristol.
I am not sure. I don't believe he does.
He won at Bristol.
Okay.
But he's not it's not showing on the scorecard. I'm not sure why. Final lap for the number 71 of Brendan Mathia. As he comes off of turn 4 to your checkered. The winner of the Breakfast Taco 167, Brendan Mathia.
Oh, 42's loose off.
42, okay. Crosses the finish line in second somehow, miraculously. Michael Kerjelak wins out over Greg Barnett for the 3rd position.
All right. Second.
Greg Barnett is 4th, with Curtis Sobring rounding out your top 5. We're going to get some interviews going here just shortly, as we need to call up Michael Kurgelak. See how Michael's...
I can't pull Michael because he is not in the chat at the moment.
Unfortunate we won't have Michael Kurgelak in here. Let's see if we can get Alan Bledsoe. P2 finisher.
Best racing I've ever been a part of.
Hey, Alan.
Alan, Dave in the booth, you get us? Hey, Alan, you get us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Hey, nice run to finish in the podium in the 2nd position. Seemed like a crazy race. It was real fun to watch, especially those first 2 stages. You guys were all bunched together like that. It looked like some really, really fun, kind of crazy racing.
Let me tell you, that was intense.
So
go ahead.
Was it as fun as what it appeared to be?
Yes and no. It was definitely stress-inducing. but I would say it was pretty fun. There were some trucks that like you could not get away from people. The draft played such a key, vital role in keeping everyone together that it was really hard to race one-on-one with another truck before another truck came in behind you and took your spot and everything, and it just I got freight trained a couple times, and it was like it's so frustrating. But yeah, it was a fun race.
Yeah, I'll tell you, as frustrating as that can be at times, it makes for a really, really good show, and you guys definitely put on one heck of a show tonight. We've got Travis Rodriguez, who was the points leader, coming in here tonight. We've got him in the booth with us as well, as he was unable to make the race. Travis, you got anything for Alan?
No, I mean just what happened coming off of turn 4?
Well, it. I think my right rear finally gave up the ghost. It was already starting to get loose, and at that point, it got out of control. And I didn't lose anything from it, so I was just like, I'm just gonna drive it through the fence, or through the grass.
Fair enough. That's definitely a good choice, I guess. There.
Yeah. But man, Brendan freaking dominated that one. Happy to get where I was, but man, I felt I was running him down. It was a couple tenths a lap up until the very end of the race when I was finally starting to lose it.
Yeah, I think you got within 3.5 seconds.
I was under 3 seconds.
Under 3?
Okay. Going into turn 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I see 2.5 seconds is what I see.
Oh, okay. So yeah, man. Well, listen. Congratulations on a great run tonight. The floor is yours. Anyone you'd like to shout out? It's up to you. Say what you need to say.
Yeah, I have no idea who watched the broadcast. I kind of sent it last minute as we were gridding up, so I don't know who all looked at it, but anybody who did, all my friends and family, thank you guys for keeping up with what I'm doing. I know it's hard to do. I've raced 3 times a week, but it's fun. But you guys for broadcasting this thing, letting my friends and family watch this stuff, and AARL for putting the league together. It's a clean racing league, and I really like that. I'm not a big fan of trucks, but I'm looking forward to what the Cup cars have got at this track. I think I did a pretty good job refining my line, and I think I'm going to have something for them on Tuesday.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations again, and we can't wait to see you on Tuesday. And you'll be broadcast right here on the Sim World Racing Network. And Dave and I will be hopefully battling with you for that win on Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing it.
All right, man. Well, we'll go ahead and send you back to celebrate, and we're gonna grab the race leader and get him in here.
All right, thank you.
See ya. That was your second place finisher, Alan Bledsoe. Now we need to pull in our winner. I believe we just talked to him on Tuesday night. I don't know.
Either way, we're going to talk to him again.
See if we can get Brendan.
Dave in the booth.
Sir.
Hey, man, what a show you put on. Won everything here tonight. Won both stages. Won the pole. And won the race. So congrats on that. If you want to walk us through that a little bit. It seemed like the first stage seemed a little crazy, I think, and then it kind of settled out after that. And after the green flag pit stops, you were just kind of gone in your own zip code there. So walk us through it, but congrats.
I appreciate it. My wrist is really hurting. It was a really intense race, actually. Really loose truck. Not as loose as it was in practice, but stage 1 was super loose. I think that's kind of the reason that, I don't know. I felt like everybody was kind of over the place, I felt like, in stage 1. And I just got better as the night went on. And I knew as soon as if we could get a green flag run in there, I'll tell any iRacer just starting out, if you practice pit entry and pit exit, you can separate yourself from the field. So I feel like that's when I really separated from the field and was able to get it done, hold off Allen. He was charging fast there at the end.
Yeah, on that pit cycle, having the timing of getting in and getting off pit road, as well as when you choose to pit, seemed to really pay dividends for you for sure. Those guys who try to stay out a lap or two longer lost quite a bit to you. But this is your. So I know you're not running for. You said you weren't going to complete. Probably weren't going to complete enough to run for a championship here in the Truck Series. But you realize this is the second win of the season for you, winning back in Bristol and winning here again tonight in dominating fashion. Are you second guessing the decision to race on Sundays?
Well, I mean, depends on schedule. I don't really have a life with my work schedule, and so if something comes up, a family wants to hang out or something, I try to take those moments when I can get them. But as long as I'm free, I'm gonna try to make them. It depends on how the math comes out to if I hit that percentage or not. I don't even know if it's possible at this point because I missed so many races. So I'd have to go calculate that to even see if it was worth trying to make the rest of the season. But that 2 for 2 is nothing to. I mean, that's something to be.
Yeah, hang your hat on that.
I just yeah. I don't even know what to say, but yeah, it was good, I guess. Don't know that I learned a lot for the Cup cars. Just totally different styles of driving. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, track time's always good. So congratulations on the victory. Juggles, you're in the booth with us tonight. You got anything for Brendan?
No, it was a good race, and it looked like you had it mostly under control. Was there a point where you were worrying about James?
I mean, he was doing his little thing on the high side. 2 things: if you're going to run that hard and running on the high side, you're going to burn it up faster. So really not that worried. And he wasn't really closing the distance like I thought he would. I think I was just really good there at the bottom. So I was able to just kind of hold him off on fresh tires there. I don't know. We didn't get to see that play out. He looped it, so I don't know what that would have looked like. He probably would have passed me, to be honest. I mean, he was fast for sure.
Well, Brendan, that was a good run, man. Again, dominated. The floor is yours. Shout out anybody you need to shout out. Take it away.
Yeah. Hey, you guys. My first shout out every week. Just putting this together. You guys do a great job. I'll tell you that every week. How good you guys do. A great group of guys. Everybody that puts this together, all the admins. It's just a great group to be a part of. Hard to find in this world. My teammates, Alan and Riley, when he does race on Tuesday nights. And, just everybody that's a part of it. My dad for watching. Just everybody that's part of putting this machine together.
Yep. Well, listen, man, again, another awesome win. We'll see you on Tuesday night right here on Sim World Racing Network for the All-American Racing League Cup Series back here in Texas once again. See if you can go for a twofer out there. I'd be a two for twofer, right? Because didn't you win last week?
I did. Yeah. I don't know. Larry's the scary guy in the long run, so we'll see.
Yep, should be a good one. So we'll talk to you later, man. We'll send you back to celebrate, and congratulations again. All right, that was your race winner, Brendan Mathia, and the number 71 here in the Truck Series, Chevrolet. So, guys, final thoughts on what's going before we give the rundown?
No, I mean, that was a fun race here at Texas. Really enjoyed, especially the first two stages where they were kind of bunched up. Made for some really fun side-by-side hard racing. So, yeah, it was to be expected here at Texas. Enjoyed it.
And Juggles, I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with us, man. You got any final thoughts?
No, hopefully I'm able to get back in the truck. I mean, I don't know that I've had anything for the race tonight. I don't like racing Texas very much, so I'd have done my best, but I think that was a good race to see that there was a bit of a come and go sort of thing at the end, at least.
Yeah, definitely made for a really, really good race here. But as we're gonna go ahead and pull up our full field rundown of the 15 trucks that were able to start tonight, your race winner again was Brendan Mathia. Alan Bledsoe was second. Michael Kerjelek third. Fourth was Greg Barnett. Curtis Sauburn brings it home in fifth. Michael Boone was sixth. Tyrone Yo with another good finish, finishing seventh. James Nelson in eighth. Nathan Christensen in ninth. With Charlie Dickey rounding out your top 10. Joshua Hetrick finished in 11th. Michael Bavere 12th. 13th was Chad Snyder. 14th was Benny Campbell. And 15th was Gregory Robinson. We are the SimWorld Racing Network. This was the All-American Racing League's Truck Series. Be sure to tune in on Tuesday night for the All-American Racing League Cup Series right here at the Texas Motor Speedway. And then Friday night, we will be staying in Texas, but we're going to be over at COTA for the Quick Finishers Racing League Friday. So be sure to tune into all the action. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing right here on SimWorld Racing Network. For Dave, and Juggles in the booth, we'll see y'all next time. We're out of here.